Alright. Monday, May 12th, 7:46 a.m. Mile walk and biceps and triceps. Feeling a little twitchy today. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just I was gonna say something earlier. I tried to keep my train of thought on it, but it's like my brain is scrambled brain today. Anyway, whatever. I can work out. If I remember it, I'll say something about it, but it's like my fucking brain is just blank. Everything else is good though. My heart rate's on par, 73 to 75 beats before I come in here. About 74 is what I always see the most of. So alright, so we get the alright. Let's that just looks crazy. Goddamn wide angle lens thingies. Just whatever. Forgot to change my damn memory card as well. So get the eye bugs out of your eyes. Move the fluid from under your eyes. Again, you're not mushing the fluid out. Lymphatic fluid moves by just a light touch. So just slowly, with just the pressure of your finger, wash the fluid away. And if sometimes it won't do it right away, and sometimes you just get a brief benefit from it, but the more you do it, the better it is. And yes, getting more sleep helps, eating cleaner helps, losing weight helps, because a lot of the bags people have, that's fat under there. So you gotta get rid of the fat don't piss me off, Cord. I'm probably gonna keep my exercise, my biceps and triceps, about the same as I did last week. I really enjoyed that the wide grip, angle my hands out a little bit, the preacher curl. You do the inside, the regular preacher curl, and then you grab the outside grips and do that. It really felt good because it just gave it a good extra pump. I don't know. I was also thinking about doing 21s on a preacher bench. So I don't know if I'll do that today, but I was thinking about it last night because that might actually be really beneficial, just doing 21s, and then that might actually work really well. So I don't know. I don't know. Because standing up, when I do preachers, or 21s, basically any workout when I'm standing up, my heart rate spikes higher. But if I sit down or do something where I'm leaning on something or whatever, I take a lot of that pressure off my heart, and I can get an actual better pump and a better exercise in general, depending on what it is. Some things require you to stand, but a lot of phlegm in my throat today. I'm sure it's the allergies. It always is this time of year. I was gonna add weights this week, but being that I didn't jump on trampoline for a month, did it last Friday, my calves are still a little sore. So in order to keep me jumping on the trampoline, I'm just going to walk regular, no incline, no weight for this week, and then do the trampoline Friday, depending on how I feel, and then add the weight next week, because I got to get back in the groove with the trampoline, so my muscles are used to it again then. So wet the throat, wet the mouth, don't gulp it. But alright. hate clothes. I really hate clothes. I had to keep my pants high enough where I don't have butt crack showing, but at the same time, I don't like wearing them, you know, high like you're supposed to have it up here. It just like, it feels just wrong to me. So I keep it just right at that level because I don't like seeing butt crack either, but I don't like to have it like, you know, but anyway. Alright. I feel good today, but I'm just fucking, my brain is just like still in bed type of thing. Like it's not warmed up yet like the rest of my body has. Alright, shut up and work out. Heart rate's running on polar now, as you can see, it's continuously rolling. Indoor walk. Bing. Alright. Yes. Turn my phone, get my thing going here. Okay. Oh, fuck, that's good. Alright, 23 seconds in. 2.7 speed, no incline, and no weight. So, I'm not going to vary it either, because again, my calves are a little on the sore side from the trampoline, so it's just to heat everything up. Warm. Get all my shit warm. That's kind of the whole reason I walk to begin with, besides 1,000 other benefits. It warms all your tissues, gets them ready and prepared for the rest of the workout. If you don't believe me, try it out. People that walk into the gym and just start cold stretching and then jump on the weights. To each his own, but this really helps. As you can see by my back, I mean, if I were to just walk in and do weights, I could do it, but it would be a lot more uncomfortable, painful. And I've done it before in the past, and occasionally I did shoulders when I roasted my calf. I did shoulders at one time without doing a walk. That wasn't that pleasant. Alright, shut up and walk a mile. I highly suggest everyone get on a treadmill, or being that it's warm out now, go outside and work out, or go outside and walk around your block or something. But move! Out of fucking breath now. Oh. My left shoulder blade hurts a little today. I think I slept on it stupid. Alright. Mile walk. Are you behind already? We'll see. Yeah, 0.02 behind. Always move your arms when you walk, because it flushes all the tissues out, gets all the nutrients and juices up all your tendons and muscles in your arms, shoulders. Quarter mile. Bum, 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 bum. Roll that one again. Good song. Seven beats. Money. .01 behind. Chipmunk. That's Stump. Oh, Stumpy. Call him Stump because he got half his tail bit up by something. Skin grew over it. Big old puffball of hair on the end now. It looks like a mace. Pretty funny looking. Goofball. Come on, Burp. Six 95 beats. Half mile. 0.49. 3/4 of a mile. Go 3/4 of a mile. Quarter left. Left, then 2-minute cool down, 0.1 left. Hey! Right on money again. One minute. Mile. Roughly right on. 40 seconds left. Round up to the next minute. .4. On the bay. Oh. .8. .90 beats, 89, and dropping. Done. All right. Let me put your ass down here. I gotta go through those things, see who's got juice and who doesn't. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. All right. All right. Show you my mile walk here. 137 active calories. That's a little lower, but I was on keto pretty hard for about a week now. I have to slightly modify it because that's how I do my diet. Let's see here. It's 137 active calories for my mile walk on Monday. I do what's called a modified keto because I tweak my body like crazy because of all my illnesses. I got 3 major illnesses, and for some reason, every single thing that I eat is beneficial to 1, possibly 2, and then there's always 1 or possibly 2 that hates what I'm eating. So it's like a fucking shit cycle. It's like eat one thing, it's good for my balls, my fucking back hates it, and spikes my INR, my blood thinness, or drops my blood thinness, or it's literally a shit factory. But one thing I realize is I need to eat, if I go full keto, my ulcerative colitis is, well, more liquid than normal, but it's fairly normal. But when you go full keto, your body runs really good. Like your heart runs really good to where like your resting heart rate's real low. Your active, your working heart rate is lower than normal, which is because it means your heart's running super efficiently. If your heart's lower than normal, I mean, there's a point obviously if you have something wrong with you, if your heart's really low, but you'll realize if you do this shit over time, and like I said, I wear all these tracker things. I've got like 7 years of data that's just like I can see trends, and when you eat something, don't eat something, you can see the trend in your heart rate and your heart rate variability, the pause between beats. I mean, you can tell with blood oxygen, you can tell all that stuff. Like if you eat something funky and it messes with you, you can tell. And all the metrics that these things have, I wish they'd measure more metrics because then it'd be easier to really dial yourself in. But my modified keto is, I recommend everybody eating modified keto. And it's basically keto with an elimination diet. You start out with a diet, which is keto, which is great because you don't have to start guessing what you got to eat and what you don't have to eat. And then use the elimination diet with it. So like you can eat cheese on keto, but there's like 100 different kinds of cheeses, right? Well, like for me, example, mozzarella. Right? They say don't eat cheese with ulcerative colitis and all these bowel issues. But again, if you dial it in, you can figure out what bothers you. Mozzarella, I read online, well, hard cheese isn't bad, but soft cheese is bad for it. Well, where are these morons getting this data from, right? Like mozzarella is a softer cheese, and I find out it works fairly decent with me. But then like cheddar, it's a harder cheese, destroys me. So again, you have to, and cheese in general don't bother my back or my blood issue, my thinness, but it'll tweak my bowels depending on the cheese, how it's made, if it's raw, blah, 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 blah. Again, blah, 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 blah. It's a bazillion and one things you got to figure out, like cheese alone, cooked, not cooked, how cooked, uncooked, what kind of cheese, how much of the cheese, because you can eat a little bit and it'd screw you up. You can eat a lot of it, not screw you up. It's insane. It's literally fucking insane how you got to dial this stuff in. But I think it's fun, actually. This is my life. I dial my workouts in, my supplementation in, and my diet in. And I constantly tweak them all because again, what works for one thing won't work for the other 2. What works for 2 things won't work for one thing of my health issues. So it's constant, and I can eat a diet like balls on for a week, right? This exact same shit, exact same time even, and it your body is just not in the same point as what it was a day or 2 before, so it'll fuck you up as well. So you gotta alter it as well. I can eat, say, mozzarella, for 2 days, cooked this much, and it works good for me, but then any more than that, it starts fucking me up, and this part, one of my diseases, but then starts helping this disease, but doesn't bother this disease, inflames this other disease, and if you're healthy, it's a lot easier, obviously, because your body can assimilate stuff more, but you can still tell if you're healthy, like certain, like inflammation-wise, pain, right? Sugar. If you still eat sugar, even if you're healthy, you're a fucking idiot, because sugar alone is a toxin, and sugar causes inflammation. Any amount of sugar causes inflammation. Well, like any processed sugars, you know, table sugar, even that brown crap, that natural sugar or whatever the hell they call it, sucks. But maple syrup, right? I can eat maple syrup and it does not mess with me like table sugar does, right? Bananas, I love bananas. Eat a shit ton of bananas, but they got a fair amount of sugar in them. Doesn't bother me, right? I can eat a yogurt with a little bit of sugar in it, fucks me up. Sugar in it destroys me, which is processed garbage sugar. So again, modified keto. Start with keto, and then you got a limited food range there. Then just go through each one of those foods down the line, and you got to keep modifying as you go. And if you're healthy, you can lock something in because your body assimilates stuff better and works better. And you don't have any issues. But again, if you eat certain things like sugar, healthy or not, sugar is going to trash your ass big time, no matter what. But different kinds of sugar, right? They say, well, fruit, you know, the reason why fruit sugar doesn't bother you, is sugar in fruit, is because it has fiber in it, and it digests slower. I'll go fuck yourself, right? Again, where'd they figure this crap out at, right? Because again, I can eat so much maple syrup, a fair amount of maple syrup, and it doesn't trash me like table sugar does. So, I don't know. You got to figure it out. Anyways, got to get to Buys and Tries. Gonna go take a piss. I will be right back with Buys and Tries.